Parshas Toldos. One of the most famous lines in all of our Torah literature comes from one of the most famous incidents in our Torah literature, and that is the brachos of Yitzchak to Yaakov Avinu, which he was able to snatch away from Esav with his mother's help. Right before he gives him the bracha, Yitzchak says the famous line, Vayigash Yaakov al Yitzchak aviv vayimushehu, vayomer hakol kol Yaakov v'hayadayim idei Esav. Because he was speaking nicely to him, as Rashi points out. However, his hands were hairy because of the ridiculous outfit he was wearing, because he was wearing all these woolly things. The Medrash on this phrase, Hakol Kol Yaakov, goes as follows: Bizman she'Hakol Kol Yaakov nishma b'votech neisios v'votem midrashos ein hayadayim midei Esav sholtos bochem. When we hear the call of Yaakov, then they will not have the hands of Esav having any power over us or over you. So all the Mefarshim say, why is the Medrash telling us that? It says, Hakol Kol Yaakov hayadayim midei Esav, not ve'ein hayadayim midei Esav. Even if it's a Kol Kol Yaakov, it's still the Yadayim midei Esav. So how do we understand what the Medrash is trying to tell us? The Gra, in his inimitable style, and I always talk about the Gra with awe, because he deserves it, his genius is incomparable, points out a very interesting fact. The Medrash says, Bazman she'Hakol Kol Yaakov nishma v'tech nesios, both of those kols are mole. When the kol, kuv vav lamed, Kol Yaakov Kuv Vav Lamed, then Ein Hayadayim midei Esav. If you look in the pasuk very carefully, which of course is what we should always do, Vayomer Hakol Kol Yaakov. Hakol, the first kol is Kuf Lamed. It's a choser. It's not a mole. We're missing that vav. That is critical. Kol without a vav is kal. Means when we realize that our work and our efforts are getting slackening, and the Kol Yaakov is getting weaker, it's a chaser, then Yadayim midei Esav. However, if we put in our full koiches in our Avodas Hashem 724, which means 724, lo kol akala v'chosha, without any kind of slackening, ein yadei Esav sholtos, but which is what the Medrash says. A tremendous musahaskel. We constantly have to think, there's no time for vacation, there's no time for letting up. We have to keep our efforts up at all times, and in that schus, we will be zoiche to have the birchas Yaakov fulfilled, and v'yitin l'cha Elokim mitala shamayim u'mishmani ha'aretz. Besides olam hazeh, we'll get olam hazeh and olam haba, as Mama Rivka wanted for us. Good Shabbos.